Okay, so now our image has been successfully generated and we have our orthomosaic layer. At this point, one of the functions that you have the ability to use in PIX4D fields is this field boundaries. What we can do now is if we create a field boundary, we can set this to be what our NDVI layer looks at and a prescription map. If we don't set this boundary now, when we go to make our NDVI layer, it's going to create the layer on this entire section here. But we're not interested in the uh, road or this side of the fields. We just want this one field here. So we're going to create our layer, our boundary, and here we would go to those three dots near the field boundaries and add. And now we want to select this point. So I'm going to start around the points that have been orthomosaic, I guess, at this point. If I select here and go to this point here, this is still not going to have an NDVI index because the drones didn't pick up this data. So I'm going to kind of go around that and just go for what we have available. So as you can see, all I have to do is click and drag to where I want it. If I want to get more specific in where I want to put it, I can zoom in. And if I press the left side of my left clicker, I can move up and down. So here I just want to create my boundary as accurate as I can make it. The more points I create, the more accurate it'll be. For our purpose, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just so we have an idea. And so you guys can see here, this section here almost always shows up green, but this isn't particularly farmland. It looks more like grass or trees growing. So you could take this out, but the PIX4D maps don't. So I haven't been. When I've been doing these prescription maps, you can just keep it in there as long as you know what it is. So keep creating our boundary. As you guys can see, there are some shadows that show up.